Hello, how are you? Welcome to Purpose Hunter. I'm Antoinette Naomi Reddick, and it's always a pleasure to connect with you. 5 years ago, I was beginning a career or making strides to have a career in real estate, actually real estate investing. If any of you know anything about the market 5.5 years ago, you would know that it was about to experience a bubble. In the time that I was getting started, it was about to experience a serious bubble about 10 months later. I was working with my partner at the time, and he was really invested in really becoming a successful real estate investor. And I was doing the grunt work also, which was calling homeowners and asking them for if they wanted to sell their homes. We knew about the bubble bursting. However, so many unsuspecting Americans did not know. At the same time, where I was living, it was so dry. It was just extremely dry. And to give you a backstory about my skin, I have had for all of my life, most of my life, or most of my adolescent to adult life, sensitive skin, extremely sensitive skin. And so my skin was dry, and I was thinking, how can I find a product that won't cause my skin to react in a negative way? I was using a wash that was very drying, and I needed to have a supplemental moisturizer, something to moisturize my skin. Because before that point, where I lived before, had a balance of humidity, so I didn't really need to use moisturizer. It wasn't something that I used on a daily basis. And so I was just in search. And then I began Google University. I was on the Google from sometimes 8 o'clock in the morning until 3 a.m. in the morning. And sometimes not even stopping to eat, forgetting to eat. I just became so overwhelmingly passionate about it. And then I started mixing in the kitchen. I couldn't find anything. And then I started investigating ingredients and looking at all these ingredients, and then I started mixing, and then it turned into 54 products that I eventually began selling, and I created a business, and I sold worldwide for 5 years successfully. Created a 6-figure business out of the idea of wanting to create something that would not react negatively to my skin. At the same time, meanwhile, my mind was telling me that I wanted to go in the direction of real estate. I didn't have any desire to do that. I had to get on the phones and make 10 phone calls that could only take maybe a half an hour to an hour. I couldn't even do that. But what instead I did do is I would sit on the computer from 8 o'clock in the morning till 3 a.m. at night researching product and creating this line of product that eventually turned into a company, my company, that I successfully ran for 5 years. And I say all of this to say is that it was really about the passion. It was about what I was passionate about. I was following the clues of passion. I was following the clues of the things that I became passionate about. And how I can tie all of that in, I can tie this in, that passion has clues. Passion has clues. It's important that we follow the passion. And so, because now, here's the thing, there's a distinction between noticing the passion and then actually implementing it and bringing it into fruition. There is a distinction between the two, because you can easily notice the passion, but sometimes, how do you know how to bring that into fruition? That's why I'm here. For over a decade, I have studied and transformed myself. I've transformed belief systems that have blocked me and kept me from the things that I desired most in life. With all of the tools and techniques and the strategies that I've found along the way, that's one of the reasons why I went from concept to actual implementation in 6 weeks. I went from concept to actual implementation in 6 weeks. And you might say, how did you do that, Antoinette? How did you do that? How did you actually go from concept to implementation of your business in 6 weeks? Well, I'll tell you. With strategies and implementations, I utilized everything. There was nothing in the way. There was nothing in the way because I actually knew. I knew the process of manifesting. I know the process of creating. I know the process of birthing an idea and bringing it to fruition. And so there is a distinction between something when you birth an idea and bring it into fruition. There is a distinction. There's nothing in the way. When you have cleared away all the belief systems, the unconscious belief systems that are stopping you, there's nothing in the way from allowing you to attain anything that you desire. Because everything that we create in life, we have to unconsciously allow ourselves. Everything that we create in life, we have to first make an internal decision and then create a strategy of creating that and then bring it into fruition. That's why I'm here. That's what I help you do. With Purpose Hunter, that's what I do. I help you not only locate your passion and locate the things that you're passionate about, but I also help you implement it. I help you actually develop a strategy and implement it and get everything out of the way that's blocking you and stopping you from creating the life and the dreams that you want, creating the life that you want, the lifestyle that you want, the relationships that you want, and the internal relationship that you want in your life. That's why I'm here. I look forward to working with you and connecting with you. Thank you for stopping by.